Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of WP the Podcast. I'm David Blackman.
And I'm Tim Strifler.
Today, in episode 803, we're going to talk about YouTube versus Vimeo for video hosting. Obviously, with more and more things moving to the online space, online education is huge, schools, all kinds of stuff. You may be looking for platforms to host your videos, and we're going to talk about the difference between YouTube and Vimeo specifically because those are two of the larger platforms for video hosting. So, Tim, which one do you want to tackle, YouTube or Vimeo?
I was just using Vimeo the last 2 days, so it's fresh in my mind. So I'll be happy to talk about that.
I'm
One
so
thing I
glad
wanted,
you said that because I'm a YouTuber.
yeah. So one thing I do want to say though is, we titled this YouTube versus Vimeo, but one isn't better than the other because they actually have like entirely different use cases, and we love both. We love both. We use both, and
Right.
so really it comes down to what specifically you want to do. And so David, I'll let you go first with YouTube, and then I'll talk about why Vimeo is awesome.
Well, you may or may not know this, but YouTube is technically a search engine. You may think it's a social platform or a video platform only because it does have a community aspect to it. There's a lot of engagement there. A lot of content creators use it to, create and build businesses on that platform and stuff. But actually, YouTube is the number two search engine in the world, only falling behind Google, its parent company. The Google actually owns YouTube. So technically, it's a search engine, which is a little bit different than Vimeo. That's I guess, the first really difference. But YouTube's more of a platform for posting videos and stuff that you're not going to really worry about if people see them or not. You're actually wanting them to get indexed. You're wanting it to get indexed just like your website, and so that your videos can be found and watched. Does it mean that you can't put private content on YouTube? No, absolutely not. You can. It's just traditionally not set up this way. You can have private videos to where only you can see them. You can have unlisted videos on YouTube, which won't be indexed, but if someone has the link to the video, they're going to be able to view the content there, which isn't technically ideal for, like, Tim and I have courses that we have, proprietary content that we don't want floating around the internet and stuff. So we don't want it to be indexed and stuff. So for that case, we're not really going to use YouTube to do that and stuff. One of the things that I really like about the YouTube platform, and Vimeo does this as well, is you can do live streams. So you can do webinar type kinds of things on the platform and, engage with your audience and stuff in that way. So it's just a really, really great platform to use, mainly if it's content that you're not wanting secured, in my opinion.
Yeah. Absolutely. So I think bottom line, I'll talk about Vimeo specifically, but bottom line is YouTube is really geared towards if you want your content to be found, if it's for marketing purposes. Vimeo is if you want to be able to lock it down and have more control over that. And so, for example, course content, David and I are in the process of creating content for the WordPress and Divi beginner course that we just launched. And so we've been using Vimeo for course content, right? We want that content locked down. That is not open to the world. Vimeo is perfect for that. Not only can you make it private, but you can actually decide what URLs you will allow it to be embedded on. And so we only allow it to be embedded on wpgears.com. So there's no chance of it ever getting pulled off and put onto another site. Like, obviously with the internet and digital stuff, like, piracy can still happen, but it reduces the
Does.
chances greatly. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
it
people
does
can use
happen.
screen recorder to, copy it, stuff like that. But for like, you just can't embed it. You can lock it down that way. And then also Vimeo gives you more control over the customization. So you can control the player colors and what you want shown. If you want, your logo shown? You can turn off the Vimeo logo. Do you want the control shown? Do you want to give them the ability to pause? Like you can for like marketing stuff, it can be really useful for like a landing page, right? Where you're going to show someone a video and you don't want them to be able to skip ahead. Well, you can do that in Vimeo, which is really, really cool. So yeah, when it comes to YouTube versus Vimeo, one's not better than the other. It just really depends on what you're using it for. So for
Right.
private content, Vimeo, outstanding. For getting your content out in front of as many eyeballs as possible, YouTube is definitely king.
Awesome. Tomorrow, we've got another great topic for you. We're going to talk about how to make blog post comments searchable in WordPress. Could be huge for SEO. Tim, until tomorrow, we'll see you then.
Take care. Bye-bye.